Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. Sunshine Shoulders is a channel geared toward the new man and woman who's never been to the Philippines before, is contemplating a visit here for a slow vacation or to rejuvenate. My 11 years here doesn't make me an expert, but it does give me a unique perspective. I'd like to offer that to the new man and woman, or anyone really, who can make your trip here more enjoyable, and above all things, more safer. I'm boots on the ground here. I'm in the center of all of this. It's for your benefit. I'm not on the edges like a lot of these other vloggers that you see on YouTube talking about the Philippines, living in these fancy towers in Manila and Cebu. I live among the locals, and I'm always going to give you the nitty-gritty, and that's just exactly what I'm seeing, what I'm living, and what I'm experiencing, and I'm never going to sugarcoat it. And that's not going to start today. Today I want to discuss my Jordan rules every foreigner needs for a smooth, orderly home in the Philippines. Thank you so much. Enjoy. Good evening to my subscribers in Philippines, and good early morning to my subscribers in America and beyond. Welcome back to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I want to talk to you today about my Jordan rules that every foreigner should have to keep his home running smooth and without problems over here in the Philippines. Some of you are old enough to remember the Detroit Pistons in the 80s. They had a set of rules that they used only to hold Michael Jordan in check. And they called them the Jordan rules. It was specifically for him. And these Jordan rules are specifically for you when you're living over here in the Philippines. It's nothing over the top. It's nothing nasty. There's nothing mean. It's fair. What I've learned being over here off and on for 11 years, 3 years straight now, is there's two things missing over here: appreciation and consideration. So these Jordan rules are going to go a long way to make things run smooth in your house, okay? Number one, when I go to bed, everybody goes to bed, period. There's no karaoke, there's no dancing with your friends, there's no watching teleseries at 11 o'clock at night when I'm trying to get some rest. When I go to bed, everybody goes to bed. And if you're not sleepy, I'm going to tell you like my mother told me. If you lay there long enough, you're going to go to sleep. All right? Because remember, there's no consideration. If you're in there trying to sleep, they'll still be in here singing karaoke. They don't care until 1 o'clock in the morning unless you set the rules down. See, Filipinos are notorious for following rules. But if you don't give me rules to follow, guess what? All hell's going to break loose, and you got to pay the cost. So when I go to bed, everybody goes to bed. Jordan rule number one. Jordan rule number two is wash my dishes with hot water and soap and a dish rag. Okay, I'm sorry, but washing my dishes with cold water and with your hands is not going to cut it. I know it did before I got here, but hey, it's not going to work anymore. Boil some water, mix it with cold water to make sure it's still hot enough to sanitize the dishes. Get you some Joy dishwashing liquid and a dish rag, and wipe the dishes like they're supposed to be washed. Where I come from, we don't wash dishes by hand and with cold water, okay? With that little paste that y'all buy in that little jar, it's not gonna cut it. So wash my dishes with hot water. And since we're in the kitchen, you know, in most houses in the Philippines, the kitchen and the bathroom is right next to each other. So guess what? In my bathroom, I need a fresh roll of toilet paper. That's Jordan rule number three. Because see, Filipinos, they don't use toilet paper. If you don't believe me, go over somebody's house. Or go, if they're not dealing with a foreigner, okay? If they're dealing with a foreigner, they probably have it, but if not, they won't have it. Go to the mall and go in the bathroom. No. There's no toilet paper there. They may have that bidet, which doesn't work for me, or they may have that little dipper that they'll splash themselves a few times. No. I need toilet paper. And even though I've gotten to the point where, hey, I can use soap and water, make sure my toilet paper's in there. And while you're in there, also in the bathroom, I need some disinfectant. No. Air freshener, sorry. And make sure it's an aerosol, because see, Filipinos are notorious for coming over your house using the bathroom. The mother, the friends, the repairman, the cable repair man, okay? And they won't tell you. And the bathroom and the kitchen is right next to each other, so you're getting ready to go in there and wash your hands and get ready to eat breakfast, and boom, you're met with something like that, okay? It's unacceptable. So that's rule number 3. Rule number 4, we're still in the kitchen, so I want you to fix my plate first. I don't have to eat first, but make sure you fix my plate first before anybody else comes near the food. I want you to go ahead and while it's still hot, while it's still fresh, put it on my plate. Put mine to the side, okay? Because Filipinos are notorious for eating with their hands, okay? Not only that, but they're notorious for picking around the food. If you got chicken there, they're gonna pick through it and get the piece that they want. If you got panda salt bread there, they're gonna pick through the bag, you know, to get the pieces that they want, okay? And a lot of times, you're not gonna like where their hands have been. Because I'm very observant and I see them. They have a habit of digging in their nose. They're on the phone, digging in their nose. Watching TV, digging in their nose, okay? So, fix my plate first before anybody touches the food. All right, and while we're at the table eating, this is all part of this number 4. Shut your mouth while you're eating. Okay, there's no smacking your lips at the table. See, things can get real noisy over here at the dinner table, and I don't like that. Take your time, chew your food. I don't want to see what you're chewing. It's going to spoil my appetite. All right, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying, look, hey, we got to compromise somewhere. We got to meet in the middle. All right, so shh, when you eat your food, no smacking of your lips. Shut your mouth when you're eating. All right, number 5, and this is one, we're still in the kitchen. There's 2 loaves of bread, one for y'all and one for me, because I just told you, I don't know where your hands been. Okay, I want to be able to go in that loaf of bread, get me 2 to 4 pieces out, make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or tuna fish sandwich, and I don't have to worry about whoever else has had their hands in here on this bread. See, I want to go in there with confidence, knowing that you didn't leave nothing on that piece of bread. I may not be able to see it right away. Okay, so there's 2 loaves of bread. The bread that you normally used to eating and my wheat bread. See, it took a while, you know, it was a while I was buying wheat bread and they eat up all the wheat bread and then they got that cream bread left that they know that they normally eat if I'm not here. If I wasn't here, they would be eating that cream bread, not the wheat bread. So one for y'all, one for me. I'm not over the top, guys. Somebody's got to be at the head of the food chain in here. She's looking for you to be the head of the house anyway. So you got to set these rules. If you don't, you're going to be miserable over here. All right? This is fair. There's nothing mean. There's nothing over the top. Okay? And the last rule, and this is important too, nobody washes my underwear but my wife or my girlfriend. Nobody else sees my underwear. See, because Filipinos and Filipinas especially, they're good for gossiping. So if you left something in your underwear or they got holes in them or something out of the ordinary with your underwear, people are going to know it. They're going to tell it. So nobody touches my underwear and cleans them but my wife or my girlfriend. All right, so y'all got that? Those are my Jordan rules. And I know you're saying this guy's over the top. Okay, well, come over here and don't have no rules. You're going to be back on that plane or else in an insane asylum somewhere because it'll drive you crazy, those 2 things that are missing. Appreciation, consideration. All right, they ain't going to consider you, your feelings. They don't appreciate nothing you do. So you got to set the rules down and then they'll follow the rules. Okay? But if you don't give them any rules to follow, it's going to be business as usual. And that usually means that you're going to go crazy. All your hair is going to fall out. See, like man, nobody else in my family has a bald head but me. So what's rule number 1? When I go to bed, everybody goes to bed. There's no staying up watching Coco Martin. There's no karaoke. There's none of that. And if you're not sleepy, hey, if you lay there long enough, you're going to go to sleep. Number 2, wash my dishes with hot water and soap. hot soap and water, and a dish rag. No more washing my dishes with cold water in your hands with that little paste that y'all buy. Buy some Joy dishwashing liquid. Is that okay? Rule number 3, I need a fresh roll of toilet paper in the bathroom. I don't use that bucket. It don't work on me. We don't have a bidet. All right, and while you at it, I want some air freshener in there, preferably aerosol, to cover up the smells of your friends who run in and out of here on occasion and drop something in there, but they won't tell you until you go in there to wash your hands and get ready to eat, and boom, your appetite's been lost. Okay? Number 4, fix my plate first. I don't want anybody picking over my food. I don't know where your hands have been. More than likely, you've been digging in your nose because I don't know what it is about that. Maybe it's something in the air that they're stuffed up noses, but I see it all over no matter where I go. Zamboanga, here, it don't matter, Cebu. See, I don't want that. And when we're at the table, no smacking your lips. Shh, be quiet. You know, take your time when you eat. There's more food back there. Okay, I'm gonna make sure you eat good. All right. Number 5 is this. There's 2 loaves of bread in this house. One for y'all and one for me. You buy the cream stuff that you normally eat. Give me the wheat stuff that I normally eat. Okay? I don't know where your hands went. When I make me a sandwich, I want to make sure that I can go in there with confidence and make me a sandwich and nothing's left over on that bread from you touching it. Okay? I know this stuff sounds petty, but you'll see. You're going to look back on this and be like, man, you know, I wish I'd have listened to him. And last but not least, no one washes my underwear but my wife or my girlfriend. Y'all gossip too much. I'm not perfect. You know, maybe I didn't clean back there enough and there's a stripe or 2 left in there. I got a hole or something where, you know, because it's hard for me to find underwear over here that's too small. I don't want you telling everybody because they'll do that. So thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. In America, you're probably still in bed, so I'm going to talk to your subconscious mind. When you get up in the morning, you go out to get your cup of coffee or your newspaper and you see somebody out in the street, buy them something to eat. Buy them something to drink. Give them a couple of dollars. In the Philippines, it's still early enough for you to go out and find somebody to help before you go to bed, because that's very important. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free, and I'll see you next time.